Hi Gemini, it's Elle here to do your divine masculine, divine feminine messages for February. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. So Gemini, let's jump into this. So it looks like the divine masculine wants to say, I'm sorry, basically. The divine masculine can be saying, they can be saying sorry for having you in a third party situation, for just being kind of, the relationship always being, sexual or carnal in nature, or just about fun and playfulness and materialism, but not about, truth, clarity, intimacy, love, devotion, life goals. It's almost as if this person, kept you right in a box. They put you in a box and they let you know about their life, only this much, but not, their entire life. There was like no real intimacy here. Also, there could have been mystery. If some of you were married to this person, there was mystery around finances. It was, you guys may have had some shared goals, but nothing really ever got, done. It was just a lot of talk. Or it ended up, repositioning itself or revising itself to where maybe, only one person took on the goal or got the credit for it or got the money for it or whatever. It just seems as if it was very one-sided. The relationship is or was. The divine masculine is saying, he wants to apologize for that treatment. He understands that maybe the divine feminine has locked him out of her emotional space here due to fear of going through the same cycle. The divine masculine can be saying, okay, he might be coming into a space of taming himself or being tame or, just being more ready for a connection, ready to deal with the divine feminine in a more compassionate way. This divine masculine could even want the divine feminine to bear his child, The divine masculine could be saying whatever he did, however he did it, he wants to make it right. He feels as if, this is good for everyone involved, but definitely good for his karma. He feels like he owes you a karmic debt. It could be an actual debt, money, but, or he could be trying to pay his debt by way of maybe, splurging on you, gifts of money, or repaying you, with something tangible. But he's trying to level the playing field. He's trying to apologize, repay for the drama, the hurt, the pain, the shame, the guilt, all of that. The divine masculine is saying, look, he understands that this, there's going to be some delays, or there has been a delay, or there's a delay in communication, a delay in things taking off because there's also somebody untrusting. The divine masculine he can feel like the divine feminine is spying on him or inquiring about him, or the divine masculine could be inquiring about the divine feminine here. There's levels of mistrust, distrust between the divine masculine and the divine feminine for whatever reasoning. The divine masculine wants the divine feminine to know that he always has her close to his heart. He values her. He holds on to her. He values her groundedness, her stability, her roots, and just the ability to be sound, or a sounding board in his life. For some divine masculine, this is the mother of his children, or the woman that he wants to be the mother of his children. The divine masculine wants you to know that he holds you dear to his heart. He values you. There's a lot of substance and value here with the divine feminine. But he's also got you still locked out of a component of his life, or what he does, or what he will be doing, or it's almost as if he wants to set you up on a hill and place you there. And when you know what better analogy, put the divine masculine saying, I want to put the divine feminine up on the shelf, this gold plated shelf. It is her shelf, and when I'm ready to come to her, I'll come to her, and she'll be there on the shelf waiting for me, because she is mine, essentially. And I put her on this shelf. So this is where she should be, says the divine masculine. Now, when the divine masculine is saying, look, you're on the shelf, I put you on the shelf, you're very valuable to me. But in my life, there's more than just you and the shelf. There's other things, and you're just not privy to them. And I'm not going to explain myself to you, divine feminine, about other things. Just know that you mean, a lot to me. I value you. It's almost as if the divine masculine wants to take the divine feminine and hide her away from the world, but I don't think he's 100% concerned about how she feels about that, or if that is a happy place or happy space. It might just be what the divine masculine wants for the divine feminine. All right, so the divine feminine is saying, I don't trust you. We've been here before. It's been off and on. It's either been non-committal, or we've been in this relationship or this marriage, but you've still been operating like a single person at times. This might be another cycle. This might be karmic. It might be over. I don't know if I can persevere through another traumatic event of cheateration. Not a word, but it's our word. Another traumatic event of being cheated on, being lied to, being just another girl that maybe you put on the shelf. So the divine feminine is saying in this relationship, she's looking for answers outside of herself, but she already know what the answer is. She's very wise. She's knowledgeable. She's learned. Just the divine feminine could be looking at past experience or needs to look at past experience and go and draw from that. The best indicator of future response, future action is past experience. One's character is measured by historical reference. That's your character. Historically, this person has been. So the divine feminine is really up in her mind. You guys could be separated, or there's like an air of separation. If there is communication, it's not a lot. You guys aren't going deep into real issues and blah blah blah. The divine feminine is she understands that this is a significant relationship in her life, that it could be, it is, for some of you guys. Divine feminine is saying this is the perfect union. This is the perfect person. This is the ideal relationship. Then there's also some divine feminines who are saying, who come into the determination that maybe this is just a sexual connection. Highly sexual connection with a lot of passion that at times could be mistaken for love, but definitely a union that was supposed to be in the divine feminine's life so that she can learn lesson about herself. The divine feminine could be saying, it might be best for me to go it alone right now, for me to be single. Because there's also maybe the divine feminine has gotten enlightened about her worth and her self-worth and what she is and who she is and what she brings to the table. The whole value system, more knowledge and more wisdom too about, interpersonal relationships altogether, why they're here, what they, what it is to teach you. So the divine feminine may have come to some enlightenment about this connection. The divine feminine is also, stalling, or there's a letting go, or there's a hands-off type of approach she's taken to this relationship because she isn't sure if this will ever manifest into lifelong marriage, kids, grandkids, house, car, boat, whatever, your happily ever after may be. She's not sure. She's also unsure that if this divine masculine can let go of a third party. Now, the third party could be kids, family, responsibility, or an actual person a romantic connection. The divine feminine is saying, I'm not sure, that this might be always a cornerstone of, or she says she might always be the cornerstone in his third party situation. She may always just be feeding this person's ideals and plans. She might not get the recognition that she deserves, that she needs. She might not be put on a pedestal that she feels she deserves because there is a third party. And the third party could be children, family, obligation, anything. But there's an insert here, insertion of another person, place, thing, whatever, children. Also, the divine feminine is not sure if this will ever manifest into, she's just not sure that it'll transition, that all her hard work will be recognized, that her sacrifice and her duty to making this relationship work, if it will be recognized, because this person has other obligations. Let's see what the divine masculine wants to say to the flipped out of my hand. Yep. I have things I haven't told you. We talked about that. The divine masculine has put you on the divine feminine in a corner. Wow, he's saying I can't choose. And so we know that there's a choice here. But he is saying that the divine feminine is marriage material. Any other cards? Any other cards for the divine masculine, divine feminine? Wow, okay. These cards. Someone is saying, I cheated in the past, but I'm faithfully yours. This might go for those who are married, those who are in really committed relationships, or it started off as a commitment, then I don't know. But somebody's saying, I cheated in the past, but I'm faithfully yours. They want you to know that. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, right, go over to the website, book your own reading there. I think I have the divine masculine, divine feminine readings up. I'm not sure. Or if you have a question or two, you can text the number below, pay for your question, receive the answer to your question all on your mobile device. Take advantage of that. If you're not in the States and you can't text that number, you can go to the website, pay for your one question, one answer, and get your answer via email. All right. So, all right. Okay. I'll listen. Yeah, they wanted me to show you this. I give you money. That should be enough. We saw that with the divine masculine wanting to put the divine feminine up on that shelf. You know, here's the shelf. Here's the money. That should be enough. All right. Thank you guys. Many blessings to you. Take care.